talking about next. I don't know. Because Devin Haney is, I mean, I'm sure they're going to give Devin Haney some sort of mandatory or something.
Yeah, they're going to give him probably a tune-up fight, I guess.
A little tune-up. Ryan needs to shoot, I guess, relatively high next. I mean, he's coming off a Devin Haney win. He's not holding the titles, but who gives a fuck? You beat the guy.
Dude, yeah, exactly. Like, we talked about this last week, dude. Like, the titles don't make the man. The man makes the titles. And Ryan Garcia might as well be a fucking champion right now. Might as well, for all intents and purposes, he's the fucking unified champion. Is that just the way it works, dude? Like,
isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I mean, he might as well be because, like, dude, like, what people are gonna get mad at me for this one. I'm gonna say it, Angel. Ryan Garcia right now is the face of boxing. Argue with a wall. I've never seen more attention because, like, for one fight than this one, and also the Tank fight. And people were like, "Oh yeah, that's because Tank's the face of boxing." I'm like, just because he won doesn't mean he's a bigger draw. Like, take a look at every single one of his, and like, he's not bad.
Before you continue, can you clarify to the people what you mean by the face? A lot of people, I feel like a lot of times we make these claims.
Correct.
Like,
okay.
People are the face. People are this, the promotion. They're this to that.
Yeah.
Can you kind of clarify that for the people so they understand? Because they might think when you say the face, you might be thinking the best.
Oh no, that's not what I'm saying at all. I'll quantify it like this. If you're talking about like the face of boxing from like a best point of view, I don't even know. But if we're talking about from a promotional pay-per-view standpoint and in terms of being a draw, the only reason why this fight was not doing great in terms of ticket sales until fight week is because nobody was sure that the fight was going to happen. But once they weighed in and everybody, like, the fight was official and it was going ahead, it was everywhere. People bought it. I don't know the pay-per-view estimate right now, but from what I've heard, it's trending to be very well. He did 1.2 million, I believe, against Tank.
And that's not including like Twitter, Instagram interactions, Facebook, whatever you want to call it.
Correct.
All those posts blew up. There was a lot of people talking about it. A lot of people who, that
aren't boxing fans.
Who aren't boxing fans.
That's the main way to tell. If I'm watching, like, if I'll pull up Snapchat, and I don't talk to any of these fucking people like anymore, but people from like high school and shit, in college or whatever. And like, I'll see they're watching the fight and I'm like, that guy's not a boxing fan, but yet he's watching this. Yeah. Or this girl's not a boxing fan. She's watching it. You know what I mean? Because he draws in people from everybody. He's not only a good fighter, but also he does do the social media thing. You know what I mean? He does that.
Yeah. The only real athlete who does it. Like, and I mean, at this level, talking boxing side. At this level. MMA side, different story. I think a lot of guys do it on the MMA side.
For sure. But like, dude, I mean, he as far as like money wise, I really think he is. And that's the thing. Like, this is like the start of it. He's 25 years old. And he's coming off he was coming off a big loss. I understand he beat Ortega in the middle, but I mean, he had lost a Tank. Everybody was doubting against him. He goes in there and knocks the fucking piss out of Devin Haney.
Beats Devin Haney.
Just in like definitively. But
Josh,
it's not like, oh, flash.
I know what the next fight is for Ryan Garcia.
I know exactly what you're going to say.
I need the battle of mental illness. Teofimo Lopez versus Ryan Garcia. Give it to me.
I don't think Tio is mentally ill. I think he's just like, I don't even know what I would say.
The battle of being in your mind, if anything.
You know what? Hey, shit, dude. That's a good way to put it. Yeah, I'd love to see that fight next, man.
Not gonna lie, I think Teo tunes him up. I think if Teo shows up, Teo probably.
I agree with you because I think
because he's almost getting back to normal. I'd say
Teo, in my opinion, is probably the best of this group of guys. I just think
Tank. Yeah, I think Tank's a little older than these guys. I think Tank's almost in his 30s. I think like late 20s.
Yeah. But I think at his peak, like I could see Tank and Teofimo fighting and Tank beating him. But I think Teofimo on his best night,
he beats probably all these guys.
Dude, I mean, you see it. He rises to the occasion. If he's fighting, it doesn't matter if he's fighting Sandor Martin or he's fighting Lomachenko. He's gonna go fucking blow for blow with him. It does not matter because he's just that guy. He's gonna stay competitive.
By the way, does Teo have a fight like announced, or does he have anything prepped?
He had something in the works. I don't know if it ever came to fruition. We're gonna go and pull.
He was gonna fight out what's his name, the one guy who's like had all those guys quit in the corner, right?
Yes.
I can't even think of his name right now. It's escaping me. I know that guy was one of them.
So he beat Jermaine Ortiz in February. According to he's not signed a deal yet.
It's weird because everybody has something going right now.
Well, we'll see him against Ryan, man.
Can you go to the rankings?
I would love to see that.
Right there. 3, the global ones.
Oh, fuck, dude. Oh, load, please. Okay.
And then down a little bit.
Sabriel Matias, I think is who maybe he was.
Yes.
But I remember he was in talks to fight somebody else. Maybe it wasn't Barboza. Can't remember who it was. But
was it maybe Regis at one point? I think prior to the Regis fighting Devin, I think that was a potential fight at one point.
Cletus Sullivan. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who he's going to fight. I mean, I could see... Dude, that's the fun thing for Ryan right now is he can fight whoever the fuck he wants. He could fight Romero. It'd make a lot of money for a relatively, I want to say easy fight because,
to fight Raleigh.
Yeah, Raleigh will.
Isn't Raleigh coming off a loss though?
Yeah, but dude, it doesn't matter. Like that's in the position. He could fight anybody and make tons of money.
Dude, I need my boy Isaac Cruz to get that next big fight.
So Ryan said, okay, so he laid out a bunch of opponents.
Oh my God, just like he did what he said, I'm going to fight Linares. I'm going to fight, I forgot who he said after Linares.
John Jones.
No, but I'm saying after he beat Luke Campbell, I loved his call-outs after that. He laid out his fights leading up to Devin Haney, and they were great.
But so he called out a bunch of people. So for the list as of now, he said he wants UFC Bantamweight champion Sean O'Malley, which Sean, who could make a lot of money right now, is like, no, I want to build it up. And it's like, dude, I don't even know why you would risk a multi-million-dollar boxing payday.
I think Sean feels like he needs to prove it to the UFC that he deserves that fight.
Yeah, but the UFC would let him do that fight right now.
You think so? I don't know.
I think they would because they know how big of a star Ryan is, and they've already told him.
Right. I think if they realize right now what Ryan just did is like peak, and Ryan is down to do it, they should do it, but they're not going to.
That was so he did an interview yesterday.
If there was ever any better timing, it'd be right now.
Correct. I agree. He did an interview yesterday, literally yesterday, where they were like, okay, he laid it out. He's like, all right, I want Sean O'Malley, who's his number one choice. Apparently that's his number one. And because he knows how big it would be to fight a UFC champion.
He wants the crossover.
He wants the crossover, and he's right. I mean, it would make so much money. And Sean that was a star-making performance if there ever was one against, Aljamain Sterling. And then he followed up with another one against Marlon Vera. I mean, yeah, he's right there. I think they should run that.
I mean, it makes sense,
from
right?
From a money perspective, they should run it. I don't really give a fuck about that fight. It wouldn't even be. Look, dude. After Ngannou, I don't want to rule anybody out. But,
Josh, just you wait. When Sean O'Malley goes out there and becomes champ, just you wait.
All right, well, we'll see. But anyway, so he said Sean was number one, and then he said he wants a Tank rematch at 144, which Tank won't tank. I'm just gonna go and say it right now. No fucking way Tank will take that fight. 144.
It's all good, dude. Tank wouldn't fight a new hater.
He said he wants who else? Oh my God, there's somebody else. Oh yeah, he said Terrence Crawford.
Oh, he wants Bud. Holy shit.
And then he also wants Sebastian Fundora. Those are the 4 names he has, which are kind of weird, but
that's a very odd group of people there.
It is.
No, actually, the whole group is odd.
He also said he'll fight Boots, but that's not like
he's not looking forward.
He's not like that's not like his number one.
Yeah, no one's really like hunting for Boots.
Shit, I wouldn't.
I don't even think it's that. I think it's just like no one's interested in that fight. Yeah. As far as the combatants, I think people want it. Like,
it's a low risk. Not low risk. High risk, low reward type situation
for all the guys in that division. There's no reason for them to take them on.
So yeah, I mean, I don't know who Ryan's gonna fight next. I think if they want to make the most money, it'll be Sean O'Malley. But I don't know if the UFC will want to do it right now, and I also don't think Sean wants to do it right now because even before Ryan won, he was like, I don't think I'll ever.
I think Sean's like trying to get like heavily ready for a Rob fight.
Yeah, so I get it.
I think he's focused on that fight. Like I think he genuinely is.
But after that, who knows, man? I'm just saying. If they,
like I'm telling you, after Marab, the choices aren't really that like I told you,
they're gonna push Umar.
Fighters want the Corey Sandhagen fight, but it's not like Corey is like this overwhelming like need to fight Sean O'Malley.
Yeah,
and then behind that, Piotr's behind. He needs to build up some wins. Sean's already technically beat him, but there's some controversy.
Too, so he's not coming back until next year probably.
Who else in that? And Umar's far behind, but they need to get him.
But
it's not soon. It's not going to be soon though.
Yeah, they're gonna. I don't know. They're gonna book that Corey fight next, which is just like, dude, just.
And by the way, this is all saying if Sean does beat Marab.
Yeah, this is all hypothetical. Yeah, so I don't know. But look, Ryan Garcia, just to kind of close it out. I mean, phenomenal win.